Welcome to the Drunk Linux User. I'm Len. I'm the Drunk Linux User. And today we're going to talk about a couple of different types of systems. And one of them is for your Android phone. And that would happen to be from UBPorts. What UBPorts has done is they have taken a canonical application setup that Canonical actually just more or less gave up on. What it does is it takes your Android phone and it turns into a little Ubuntu computer. So you can plug your phone up to your monitor along with a keyboard, and you should be able to use your phone just like Ubuntu, a full-blown Ubuntu desktop. That was the original premise. For whatever reason, they decided to drop the project. I think they were having problems with Unity, which went from 7 and they were testing 8, and that didn't seem to work out very well. So they dropped the phone part of it, and UBPorts picked it up. And they've come a long way with this. If you want to find out a little bit more about the company, I'll leave all the links up here for you on the show notes. It is about what I keep talking about all the time, choice. So if you want to have a phone that doesn't have all the googly stuff on it, well, you might want to consider UBPorts. They have something called Ubuntu Touch. I'm trying to make sure I get all the U's and everything straight here, available that you can put on a phone. You will probably need to root, or you might need to be able to do some other things along the line. Just follow the notes. Depending on your phone, see, this is where it gets interesting. You can purchase phones that already have Ubuntu Touch on it, and they're coming out with a new release shortly after the new year, so they're expecting that there's a lot of bug fixes and things along that line. But it's pretty cool. It's very interesting. It looks like an Android, but then again, Android phones are nothing but little Linux boxes in the first place, right? So Pine is another phone system that will allow you to install Ubuntu Touch. They have a great news and blog section if you want to read up more on it. And they also have a really nice section over here where you can scroll around or do a search and see if your phone is actually capable of using this, if you want to try it. And if you happen to have a secondary phone, I'd probably use that first. If it's not, not your primary phone, give that a try and see if it works good for you there. Now, my two phones, they're not supported. One is, I think, too old, and the other one is too new. Otherwise, I'd probably give it a shot, see what it's like. So that's Ubuntu Touch. This is a way of being able to bring a little bit of Ubuntu to your phone. Next thing I want to talk about is a really nice little program called Fontfinder. And if you've ever found yourself in a situation where you're trying to come up with a document, PowerPoint, or some other document or presentation for the web or something, and the fonts that you currently have on your computer just don't cut it, they're not cool enough, but you've noticed that there's a lot of Google fonts out there that you really, really like, this program is very, very good at finding that for you and being able to download it into your system. And you'll probably find this in your repositories. If not, find it on GitHub and install it from there. It is a Flatpak, so if you have Flatpaks installed on your system, you should be able to download this and install it from there. Now, I have this already, and let me show you what it's like. It's Fontfinder. Bring this over so you can see. You'll notice that mine looks a little different from theirs, and I'll get to that in just a moment. But you can search all the different types of fonts, names, whatever's trending, whatever's popular, the date that it was added, alphabetical listing. So if you already know what the font looks like, you can just come right here and install it. And boom, it's in your system. It is that fast. I tested this out with LibreOffice, and the fonts were not there. I clicked that button, the fonts were there. So this is really slick. I like it. But as you'll notice, mine does not look like theirs. I have mine set up to match the theme that I'm using with my system, which in this case is Adwaita Dark. And this is a standard GNOME theme that comes with the system. I just like it. But I didn't particularly care for the look of that, being so out of touch with everything. So there is a way that you can add themes to your system so that Flatpak packages, their applications, can look like your system. And to do that, if you've already got Flatpak and FlatHub already set up on your computer, you can enter this line right here. Copy it. I'll show you exactly what it looks like. I'm going to bring up my terminal. I'm just going to paste that in, hit enter, and voila. There are a lot of themes that have been added. This page was done in 2018, so since that time you're going to see a lot of new Flatpak themes that are in there. So what I did was I found the name for Adwaita. Where are you? Adwaita Dark, right here. And I followed the instructions on this page. And by doing that, you just copy this in, for example, and find the theme that you want. Copy the theme name, okay, right there. Pop it in your terminal. Flatpak install FlatHub, for example, they're just doing ambiance. And you can also do icon themes with this as well. So this is a really nice way of being able to integrate Flatpaks into your system if you want to. A little work going on outside. So come to this page if you want to do that. If you don't, no big deal. If you're already using the standard Adwaita, it's just going to fall in line anyway. So, but you can see, like again, there are just a lot of different themes. It's constantly being updated. So if you want your Flatpaks to look like your GTK3 or 4 systems, then take a look and integrate. So let's go ahead and go back to our words of wisdom, folks. Don't drive drunk. Don't drink and drive. Don't go to eBay or Amazon all buzzed up thinking you're buying the coolest stuff, because you're probably not. Bottoms up. Later, dudes.